Hi and welcome to ZoomTV, the show where we explore everything that flies, drives and floats and invite you along for the experience. Well, on this week's show, I attend a car association meeting with a twist. There to win things with electric cars you would never think possible.
We invite the general public to come down to the RAC Driving Centre and get behind the wheel of an electric car and see what it's all about.
Thanks to City Toyota, Allan Simons takes you on board the all-new Toyota Corolla.
Toyota has elevated the 2014 Corolla sedan to a new level. It's one of the best equipped cars in its class for the money.
Thanks to Sunliner, Dunko is going to show you the best way to take that good old-fashioned road trip through Australia.
The unique thing about a Sunliner holiday series is that you can customise one yourself.
I'm going to give you a quick preview of what we've got coming up this year thanks to Volkswagen Wangara. And this week's Asanda Celebrity Hitchhiker is the champion UFC fighter, Rashad Evans. What car do you currently drive?
I drive a Cadillac CTSV. It's a fast Cadillac. I mean, it hauls.
Now get comfortable, because it's time for ZoomTV. Imagine a motor vehicle that needs not one drop of fuel. Sounds pretty far-fetched, doesn't it? Well, major manufacturers like Mitsubishi, Nissan, Holden and Toyota are investing in hybrid and full electric vehicles, and they're available right now. Now, you could think they've only been available for a few years. Well, since 1973, the Australian Electric Vehicle Association have been tinkering and converting petrol cars into full electric vehicles. Chris, how are you, mate?
I'm well.
Now, you're one of the leaders of the Australian Electric Vehicle Association that tinkers and transforms petrol cars into electric cars. Now, we've come here today and I've seen some amazing transformations. Tell us a little bit more about the club.
Okay, so the AEVA was set up in 1973 in response to the fuel shocks that were happening. There was a push to develop electric vehicle technology because that didn't rely on importing foreign oil. And so ever since 1973, we've been committed to promoting and encouraging electric vehicles for private and public use.
Now, Chris, thanks for having us down to your educational day. I've learned a lot from it, but what is the event all about? Okay,
so Electricana is the annual event that the Perth branch of the AEVA hosts. And it's really a public drive day. We invite the general public to come down to the RAC Driving Centre and get behind the wheel of an electric car and see what it's all about.
Now, Chris, I've been very surprised today. I'm glad I came. I've seen an old Mustang converted to full electric. I've seen a BMW, an old BMW converted to full electric, motorbikes, scooters, pedal bikes even, converted to full electric vehicles. Why has the uptake in the general public been so slow?
I think generally electric vehicles are a bit more expensive than a petrol-powered equivalent vehicle, but what we would like to encourage people to think about is the ongoing running costs of an electric vehicle are significantly lower than that of a petrol vehicle.
Now, not only are you a member of the association, you also are a tinkerer with the electric side of things yourself. This is, in fact, your invention, isn't it?
That's right. This is my bike, Voltron Evo. This is my 2014 electric superbike. I will be racing, I'll be getting someone fast to race. Not me. The rear end of the bike is from a Ducati Supersport 900, and the front end is from a GSXR 1000. The fairings are from a Kawasaki. But there is nothing unique about all of those things. It's the motor inside it that's actually the real weapon here.
Okay, Chris, talk me through the weapon.
Okay, this motor is a 150 kilowatt peak AC synchronous motor. So that's about 210 horsepower. We've got 400 Newton meters of torque available at any instant.
What kind of charge would you need to invest into it, and how long would that power last for?
It would take about 2 hours to charge it fully. And at race pace, I'd probably finish it in about 15 minutes.
Wow, wow. I wish you luck on this, and I'd love to catch up with you after the race and just see how you went.
Absolutely.
Now, if people want to get involved in your association, what do they do?
I'd strongly recommend they get to aeva.asn.au, and you can find out where your local branches are. You can arrange to get along to a meeting. We've also got a forum.
Awesome. Well, good luck on your journey to find a better solution to the petrol car.
Thank you.
I tell you what, if you're looking for a great deal on Volkswagen, whether it be commercial or passenger, you're going to get the best deal right here with our premium partner, Volkswagen Wangara. To find out more, go to volkswagenwangara.com.au. Now, after the break, Allan's going to introduce you to the brand new Corolla. That's up next on ZoomTV.
At ZoomTV, it goes without saying that we love cars. We love all sorts of different cars for all sorts of different reasons. We love some of them because they just look good. We love others because of their fit-for-purpose utility for moving people or moving stuff that we need to shift. And then there are the cars we love because of their refinement, their quality and their value for money. And when we're talking those three things, we're talking the all-new 2014 Toyota Corolla from the all-new City Toyota. City Toyota moved its Adelaide Terrace dealership to a new and better location in Newcastle Street earlier this year. It's a brand new facility with state-of-the-art equipment and facilities, but with the same extremely high levels of award-winning service you've come to expect from City Toyota and the team here. So, the all-new 2014 Toyota Corolla sedan. This was the biggest selling car in all of Australia last year, and this is the world's most popular small car, and that's why we're here today. Toyota has elevated the 2014 Corolla sedan to a new level. It's one of the best equipped cars in its class for the money. And because it's a Toyota, quality is the one word we can't help repeating. 7 airbags, including one for the driver's knee, and a strong body structure should give the Corolla a 5-star safety rating when it's assessed. Every new Corolla sedan has as standard equipment a rear camera and rear sensors, cruise control, Bluetooth, and a large touchscreen for the audio system. Toyota described the Corolla as being designed for a lifetime of good times. A car for style, for comfort, and for pleasure. And when you get behind the wheel, it's very easy to know what they're talking about. Toyota has tuned the steering and suspension on and for Australian roads, and it's a very smooth ride. The 7-speed continuously variable transmission doesn't drone or over-rev like other CVTs because Toyota has added a torque converter to it. All buttons and dials are well placed and easy to use. Visibility all round is good, and it's even easier to park now because of that rear camera. The new Corolla sedan has a bigger boot, 240 litres, up 20 litres on the previous model. The rear seats split fold 60-40 so that you can stow those over-dimension items, and the distance between the front and rear wheels has increased 100 mil, giving the rear seat passengers exactly what they need. More legroom, more comfort. All of these things means that this is the biggest Corolla ever built. On the outside, the Toyota looks good, very prestigious. And on the inside, it's packed with technology and everything we expect from a sophisticated car these days. Well, congratulations, Wayne. A brand new dealership right over here in Newcastle Street in the heart of Northbridge.
That's right, so we're at 216 Newcastle Street in Northbridge. Great location and plenty of cars to display.
Well, I see they've all managed to find their way here okay.
It was actually a nice hot day to shift all the cars over, but all the staff have moved over. But importantly, we've invested a lot of money in our service department. So it's got great new facilities and a lot of features for the customers to enjoy.
A new dealership and a new car for 2014.
Yes, so 2013, the Corolla was the #1 selling brand in Australia, and they've introduced a brand new Corolla sedan for 2014.
And it's beautiful. It's slightly larger than the previous Corollas, yeah?
They all get just a little bit bigger, but probably the trick in the engineering is actually the space inside. Yeah. So there's always a lot more space created.
That's lovely, and congratulations on the new dealership.
Thank you.
Head to citytoyota.net.au or follow the links from ZoomTV.
Do you remember when you were at school, there was that student that got straight A's, did all their homework, studied hard, and of course won all the awards? Well, as I've grown up, I really wished that I was that kid because for them, success seemed guaranteed. Well, the kid has grown up and they now work here at Werribee Mazda. And today we're going to go inside Werribee Mazda and find out exactly how you can cash in on all their hard work thanks to Asanda. If Mazda dealerships had a pool room, Werribee Mazdas would be absolutely bursting with awards. In 34 years, they've accumulated dozens of accolades, including winning Mazda's Master Dealer Award for the last 17 years in a row. Every successful business needs people running it that care about it more than anyone else. I'm now with two directors here at Werribee Mazda. Now, Joe, you've been involved in the business since it was born.
Yeah, 36 years, and we've seen the growth, you know, from 8 Mazdas a month up to success of 150.
Now, what's the secret, guys? 36 years in the industry, you can't do that without having the formula for success.
Well, I think one big thing is staff, having good staff, your community and the product.
Now, Paul, you've been here for a long time as well, 12 years.
Yeah.
What would make you come along and join an existing business and, suppose, partner up with Joe?
Well, Mazda is such an incredible brand, and this is such a huge growth corridor. So there's so many opportunities here, and a huge amount of repeat buyers come back to us because, you know, we've done such a good job for a long time, and we take a lot of pride in that, and we love to look after our customers.
Now, guys, it's easy to see that cars have got smarter, there's more technology in each car. You need to have better technology at the back end, plus great technicians that know what they're doing to service these cars. They seem to be like computers on wheels now.
Well, you've got to make sure that you do put on new mechanics, new apprentices each year, and Mazda do supplies with great experience and training.
The recently updated service centre at Werribee Mazda is like a day spa for your car, except instead of massages and pedicures, your car will receive the absolute best in service from Werribee Mazda's highly trained expert technicians. Paul, I love your facilities, it looks great. Everyone's in uniform, everyone's working together. I mean, look at these guys. Is that the secret to Werribee Mazda?
It is the secret to Werribee Mazda. It's obviously the premises we have here are fresh, it's new. We have a lot of technology in here, but it's the actual people that make Werribee Mazda. And the guys do have a lot of fun, and that's what it's all about. We want them to enjoy coming to work every day and doing what they do to make it easier for us, to make it easy for the customer.
To experience the team here at Werribee Mazda for yourself, go to werribeemazda.com.au or even follow the links from ZoomTV. This is the all-new Volkswagen Beetle. Now, you might not know, but Volkswagen is in fact owned by Porsche. And as you can see, Porsche are starting to inject more of their iconic sports brand into each model. Allan's going to prove that next week when he introduces you to the all-new Touareg. After the break, however, Ross Duncan is going to show you the best way to enjoy our beautiful countryside and go on a good old-fashioned road trip thanks to Sunliner. That's next on ZoomTV.
Over the years, I've been lucky enough to race cars all over Australia, and in fact, in most countries of the world. Now, sitting in the driver's seat is a great way to see the countryside, although I was doing it a little bit quickly. Nowadays, I do still have the odd steer, but with the Sunliner's pace and luxury, I'm feeling this might be a better way to go. This is the G58 Holiday First Class. Come and have a look at my Holiday Racer. Welcome to the world of the Sunliner Holiday Series, the most popular line of motorhomes in the Sunliner range. Not only are they crammed with everything you'd expect in a modern luxury unit, but they're easy to drive, and best of all, you can do it all on your regular car licence. Now, the unique thing about a Sunliner Holiday Series is that you can customise one yourself. Now, there are 3 easy steps. First of all, you choose your layout. They have 11 to choose from. Then you pick your chassis, Iveco, Mercedes, Fiat or Ford. Step number 2 is whether or not you want a classic finish or a modern finish. Step number 3 is you can just have a basic unit or choose all those bits and pieces that'll make you a self-sufficient camper. Now, this is a G58 with a first-class modern finish. Luxury at its best. Built on a Mercedes-Benz chassis and powered by Merck's 3-litre 519 diesel engine, the Holiday G58 feels like driving a much smaller vehicle than it actually is. The G58 is surrounded by things to make your life on the road a little easier. External power and water outlets, reversing cameras, gas bottles, and I tell you what, I love the electric awning, which makes alfresco dining a must. Now it even has climate control air conditioning tucked away neatly in the roof, so you can have that perfect temperature inside all the year round. Now how good is that? As standard in the Holiday G58, you'll find a 3-burner gas stove, an oven, stainless steel sink, and something my wife would go for, a full-size fridge, microwave, LCD TV, a DVD player, a lounge and dining area, and heaps of storage space. And you even have your own large separate toilet and shower. Now I bet you weren't expecting the amount of room inside there. Well, that's because of this, the electric slide out, which contains the double bed. Once that's extended, it opens the whole room out. The bed will impress you. The guys at Sunliner know that at the end of a long day's drive, the last thing you want is a dodgy night's sleep, which is why this mattress is an inner spring double. Now the beauty of owning a motorhome, of course, is you can go and come whenever you want. And every now and again you find that little gold mine. And this is one. Thank you.
No worries.
Now, if you want to hit the open road without compromising a thing and like the finer things of life, like myself, then the Holiday G58 Sunliner with the first-class modern finish is the one for you. For more information, click onto sunliner.com.au or ZoomTV. I tell you what, I'm as snug as a bug in a rug in here. I wouldn't want to be out there pitching a tent.
If you're looking for a great deal on pre-owned Volkswagen, get out and see our premium partners Volkswagen Wangara or head to volkswagenwangara.com.au. After the break, I get taught a few moves from the big man himself, Rashad Evans. He's our Celebrity Hitchhiker after the break here on ZoomTV. Welcome back to Zoom TV. Now it is time for the Celebrity Hitchhiker. Today, I'm not hitchhiking or picking anyone up. I'm actually meeting someone in a store today. I'm with Rashad Evans, Sugar Rashad Evans from the UFC. Now, you're a professional ultimate fighter. What an incredible sport to be a part of.
Yeah, it is. You know, the growth of the whole sport has been kind of crazy within the last few years. You know, I started fighting in the UFC about 8-9 years ago. It seemed like time just flew by so fast, but when I first started fighting, it wasn't nowhere near where it was at. You know, when I was fighting, first starting off, my first fight was in a bingo hall and people smoking cigarettes. It was like in this little small town in Indiana. Yeah. So it's just so crazy to see how far it came to, you know, from where it is right now.
What do you think has made it so popular and escalate so quick?
I think one thing that made it so popular is the fact that it's a fan-friendly sport. And another thing that makes it so popular is the fact that the fighters, the access to the fighters, you know, they make sure that we're always out there and we stay close contact with our fans.
Okay, and the other thing I suppose that I've noticed is that it's a very different fighting style to boxing. There's almost wrestling and karate and all these other things that come into it.
Yeah, you know, that's one thing that makes the sport that much more interesting is the fact that there's all these different disciplines, and, you know, you see one fighter goes in and out of different disciplines, you know, between going from punching and striking to doing a takedown, and then from doing a takedown to doing his jiu-jitsu and a submission. So that's kind of the beautiful part of the sport, to watch the art of it all, you know, and that's one thing that has also aided to it being so popular, is the fact that it can end any way.
And it's very strategic, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. When you're in there and you're in the cage, you know, you're like, your mind, it's like an ultimate chess match, you know, you're playing for keeps. I mean, you know, you're trying to outwit each other because there's so many things you can do. You know, you got to not only watch out for the hands, but you got to watch out for the feet as well.
Well, I'm actually watching out for you. I feel like I'm in the cage, and I'm looking for the closest exit. Okay, now it's time for the Asanda Fast 5. What was the first car you ever owned?
It was a Ford Probe.
Really?
Yeah.
Ford Probes weren't popular in Australia.
See why? I can imagine why. It was not like a good car.
Okay, so what would be your opinion of the worst car ever made?
The worst car ever made?
Worst looking, worst to drive, worst performing.
What is it? The Renault? What is it?
The Renault.
Yeah.
Any of them car you're saying?
Yeah.
What is your opinion of the best car ever? And it could be an old car, it could be a new car.
The best car, I like muscle cars, man. Like a 67 Mustang, one of those.
And what car do you currently drive?
I drive a Cadillac CTSV.
That's a huge car. It's a big car.
No, it's a fast Cadillac. I mean, it hauls.
Okay. Now, I might come into your mind when I ask the next question.
Okay.
Okay, but we'll just move on. What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear? Man, not fighting well in a fight.
Oh, wow. There you go. Has it ever happened?
Hell yeah, it happened.
Sometimes in an interview, you just don't prepare.
Yeah, I mean, it has happened before, you know. There's fights where I showed up and I was just like, what? What was that?
Now, mate, we have to let you go, okay? If you want to be like this, you're going to have to hit the pavement. Yeah.
Okay.
Eat well. And, of course, train at least once a year, okay?
Once a year.
That's the secret to this. Now, I think I'd love to do this. If you
Face
can,
off?
Face off. But you can't hit me because you got it. That's it, we're done for another week. Now, if you'd like to know more from today's show, go to our website, zoomtv.com.au. And while you're there, download our free iPhone app, made free thanks to Asanda. Oh, and don't forget, if you've got something cool that flies, drives or floats, we want to know about it. Make a video with your phone or whatever you've got that does video, upload it to YouTube and send us the link to IamAZoomaHolic@zoomtv.com.au. That's our show. Bye for now. Thanks for watching, and remember, whatever you do that zooms, make sure you do it safe. And that's a wrap.